All right. Also, there is a lot of things. Okay. So, why is it that I know what I know? Why can I do what I do? And the truth is because I understand that God, for one, does exist. Two, that He created everything. All right. That is why Jesus, and three, said that what you believe, it will cause to become. Just give honor to God and to Jesus. So, let's say there is a spirit that makes the Matrix, makes a program like the Matrix, but he makes it from himself through his own consciousness. When he does this, that is the most OP way of doing it. It is the most loving way of doing it. So, we learn about reciprocals. We learn about the positive and negative, the masculine, feminine, polarity and duality, and the understanding that duality is in everything. That's compensation. So if one gives something, one gives something, one takes something. One makes something and to take it, it must be, the action of taking must be taking place, right? So it's these codes that are, in a sense, running the matrix. And because it is that way, and there's belief structures behind them, it also gives that more validity in people, in yourself. Meaning, if you know that everything that you want to believe and know to be true is true, but it is true only because God created it, because He created you. You're actually a manifestation from Him. So that's why He is the cardinal ruler, the sovereign ruler of the universe. Even though we can create whatever it is that we want to believe in. That is exactly what Jesus said. So, understanding a system for what it is, it executes what input is given. The same thing. It executes the input that you give it. The same thing. Now, whatever you want to tailor it to, whatever that thing is, it is up to you. I have another guy who does telekinesis, who's a master, been doing this for a long time. I've been learning his techniques along with other techniques. I'm gaining techniques from everywhere, right? So, the reason why I am the who I am is because I'm taking these things and contributing it to God and honoring Him, which therefore God then compensates and honors me, right? So that is how it is. That is how it works. All right. And my goal is to come up with a way, and is not my goal, it's the goal of God, which I'm transmuting and speaking to you. Is cleansing yourself to gain perfection. That's overcoming the mental constructs. So every construct that you create. So let's say you create a line of code. This line of code goes against itself in full coherence. When you run the code to itself, if this doesn't mean that, it cancels itself out and you lose faith, you lose power. So if you keep it fluid through it all, then you gain more power. Things happen quicker. That's why manifestation speeds up as you understand these things. So that means not to indoctrinate anything that you don't want to believe or don't want to do. Yet, the things you have to do, this is all of us, have to give contribution to God and His Son and the matrix itself. Or it becomes incoherent and you lose your power. You can access power without that. You can. But as people understand, like, you can wake up one day and not know who your parents are. But the fact is, hey, you have parents. And you can find your genetic makeup. You find your parents or find out who they were through your own genetic makeup. If that makes sense, then you had parents. And they were this. And they were, this race. They had, these traits. And you could read it back. You understand what I'm saying? So, with understanding that it must be done a certain way, and anyone who tries to outthink God or try to outthink that is stagnating themselves and really wiping yourself out of existence. Does that make sense? Leads to death. Does that make sense? So, with that being said, these things are the truth. So when you go back and relate these things to the Bible, you understand the underlying message. And that's what the message that I'm relaying from Jesus, from God, through God, by God through Jesus. All right? So that is it. That's what I'm saying. Don't get lost in the sauce. Keep focusing. Focus your mind. If you don't, then you de-integrify yourself and it can cause yourself to lose power. So I look to do everything through God, through God's will, because it overcomes everything. That means that if I stick with God, no matter what I end up putting against myself, He will cause it to overcome it. You are a reflection of me. So if I do something bad to you and you decide to do something against me, it will override. Because it's not me, it's God. So know this. All right? Much love, unconditional love.
I'm gonna keep teaching you my method, the Guru. But for the future, for this channel, I'm gonna keep teaching you my method, the Guru method. But I'm making this video for you right now, so you are aware that there's other methods out there, and no method is better or worse. It's like comparing apples and oranges. One method is gonna work for you better, the other method is gonna work for me better. So please don't be discouraged and have an open mind, because only with an open mind you can learn telekinesis. And it doesn't matter if it's your telekinesis, my telekinesis, his telekinesis, or her telekinesis. I'm just talking about two very opposite methods to do telekinesis. But be aware, there is more than those two. I hope you learned something in this video. I hope you can be open-minded to learn something new, and maybe my method is not the right for you. whatever method you want to learn, this method you can learn. Can I be 100% sure? No, of course not. But that is why I tried to learn the new method. And after almost 20 years doing telekinesis, I try to do a new method. And if I can learn and unlearn my method, that means that anybody can learn whatever you want. That's it for this video. I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. I'm here to help you. And even if I don't answer those comments with comments, I do read them. And I take them into my future videos. Thank you so much for watching. And have a good day.
A house or a laptop? Which one do you think?